We're back this Saturday morning, and we are in the garden. Joining us live in studio, a very special guest. We love having you here, Dabney Morgan.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Great to have you here on Christmas Eve, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Got you working on a holiday.
Yeah, now what can I say?
Well, we appreciate it.
Can you believe this weather we're having? I tell you, everything in the yard, you know, it's, I don't know about the rest of the folks, but I have camellias that normally bloom in the spring. They're blooming now. In fact, going over to Smithfield yesterday, there were bulb daffodils blooming in the median strip. And, you know, normally we don't see things like this till end of February, March or so.
So the gardens are a little confused?
They're confused, but they're doing well. My vegetable garden, the kale, the collard, spinach, all those, even the lettuce hasn't frozen out yet, which is good. It means we get a longer harvest season. With the price in the grocery store, that's a plus for us.
Good, looking pretty healthy then.
Yeah,
hey,
absolutely.
We got some folks on the line now who have some questions for you, Dabney. We'll start with George in Chesapeake. George, good morning. What's your question for Dabney? George, are you there?
I think we lost him.
I think Doris, we'll go to Doris now. Doris, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Doris?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's your question for Dabney?
I have a large, beautiful fern in my yard, and it's still green, but I'm wondering if it can stay up there the rest of the winter, or is it going to die?
If you have it in a container or hanging basket, probably they're not the varieties that are hardy in this area. So I would bring it, if nothing else, bring it to the garage where it's not going to get the blunt of the cold that we'll get outdoors. Because I think Jeremy is sooner or later is going to give us some really tough weather here before we know it, because we're getting later in the season.
Right.
So definitely move it inside.
All right, let's get to Mark in Yorktown. Mark, good morning. What's your question for Dabney? Mark, are you there? I think we've lost Mark. Sorry about that. Dabney, tell us, I mean, with the change in temperature, what should folks be doing to kind of, you know, protect their gardens?
Well, you know, the main thing, if we, you know, I think we're going to get a little cooler weather this week. So if you want to keep your lettuce, you can buy, there's a commercial product called a grow cover. It's a lightweight material that you can lay over the tender things. It'll keep the frost from hitting them, and it'll mean they'll last a little bit longer. You put it on, you know, in the evening, and then you can take it off during the day, or actually you can actually leave it on and it'll grow underneath it. Now, as far as the hardy plants, spinach, collards, things like that, I'm not concerned at all. Those things that are blooming out of sequence, if we have a hard freeze, something down below, say, 30, then those blooms are going to be lost. So what I've been doing, and you know, they're nice to use indoors. I'm cutting them, if we're going to get a frost that evening, I'm cutting them, bring them indoors, and use them for decorating right along with the Christmas material, the poinsettias and the live greens. And, you know, it's like kind of mixed seasons, but they still look great.
Right.
So, you know, so that's what I would recommend. And I think they're the main things we're going to have to be concerned with. Lawn-wise, fescues are still looking great. We're not having to mow, which is a plus. The days aren't long enough for it to really be growing, but it's keeping good green color.
All right, Dabney, I'm sure a lot of folks still have questions for you, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post your email on our Facebook account, and we'll let folks contact you directly. We love having you in here. We appreciate you taking time on this Christmas weekend to join us.
My pleasure. Hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas.
All right, let's get to your weather now with Jeremy.